to remember. Okay. All right. So I have a whiteboard here. All right. If you have a, let's suppose we have a distribution range here. Okay. All right. Selling climax here. We have a selling climax here, SC, right? Right. And then we have this bar here. Okay. All right. This selling climax here. So this selling climax, for example, if it fails, how do we know where this selling climax will fail? Okay. The selling climax fails, for example, when you draw the channel here and we did not reach the highest point and we have another one in the middle, as I told you. Okay. The price just formed this range here. Upthrust here. The price did not cross the last high. Okay. And the price failed here. So this selling climax in this region has failed. Understand? This is what happens in the last, this one here.
Okay.
Okay, the selling climax here. AR. Okay. We draw this line on a 15-minute time frame and see here what happens when we have an AR here. Okay. And then what do we see? The microstructure. If you can draw the microstructure here, you will see. After drawing the microstructure, sorry. Okay. Of course, this one here is volume. And then what happens? Here the AR was not completed. Here the AR was completed. This becomes the AR. So what happens? Once the price fails at AR, as you can see. Okay, and when the price fails at AR, this selling climax will fail. Understand? Okay.
Yeah.
When the price fails at AR, okay, when the price fails at AR, what do we see? We see at AR that there is an upthrust and a huge volume, and then the whole situation is reversed here. Okay, and then you see that the prices just fell down and clears through this low as well. It becomes what? Falling through ice, then it means the AR has failed. Okay, for example here. Here. Okay. Here. Now we were expecting the JAC. So when we are expecting the JAC move, and when the JAC move fails, then it will become what? It will become what?
Redistribution.
Yeah, hold on. Hello? Yes, hello? Hello? Hello, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, the second thing, as I told you, okay, let's do it quick. So what happened that, okay, then we have at the AR line, okay, when we are expecting the what JAC, okay, when you're expecting the JAC will fail in two conditions, whether we have an directly, like upthrust here, okay, then this will fail, and then we see that the price makes another one. We can take a trade here, right over here, okay, and then we see another test of this one, and then we will see the price fails here. And once the price breaks through the selling climax region, we know that this accumulation, this accumulation has already failed. Got it? The second thing is when we have an JAC, we have this selling climax here, and we have this AR here. Okay, during the AR, what do we see here? The price, like comes down, selling climax, okay? Comes back here, we have a huge volume. And then as during the AR, what do we see here? The price again makes a huge volume, but it turns out as an upthrust during AR process. So this will fail. Okay, got it? This is first failure point. The second is when we are seeing the AR like this, AR, and the price just makes JAC. But what happens here? The volume declines during the JAC process. Got it? The volume should increase. So this means that this JAC has no more interest. So sometime what will happen? The price will directly come down, test this, and then just make a usual behavior and go down. Okay. Sometimes what will happen? The price will continue to make a range here. Okay. And then finally form some kind of major. So this JAC will not become reaccumulation structure. This will become redistribution structure. Got it?
Yeah, okay.
And then we just take a trade right over here, or we have lower lows. You can see we have lower lows like this, lower lows, okay? Or we have, this or we have an upthrust here. We can take that trade to the downside. Understand?
All right.
Okay. So as I told you, when we have an OH here, let's suppose this is OH here. Now OH, we have at overnight low, we have what bullish bias, but so far we have not crossed the AR, so we don't know what would be the bias at OH. At this point, we cannot just we will just follow up with this one. We will just follow this selling economics rule, right? Okay, sorry, this OH rule, this bullish bias, and once we reach this point. Okay, so mostly when this situation occurs, the London will open right over here, or the London will open midway to right over here. And then what do you see? You draw the channel if you can. Okay, and then reaccumulation the price, you can take your trade right over here, exit right over here. Got it? Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the same rules apply for FTI. Okay. Now let me show you some points where the spring has been failed. Now you know already why the spring was failed here. Our AR was here. We draw the channel at this AR line. This failed, right? And what happens after failure? The price consecutively did what? Makes a lower high, right? And then again upthrust again. So this condition should tell you that we are no longer in accumulation range. You should have to notice this condition on chart. Okay. If it was a true accumulation, okay, if it was a true accumulation, what would I expect? The price would just drift up, make some kind of range, and then go up. Got it? But this did not happen over here. Okay. So 15 minutes. This accumulation is succeeded. This one here. Okay, this one here. This becomes what? Now you see this range here. You might say, oh, this is the buying climax. Right? Now, what I suggest you, go back and see the last move. Okay, this happens at what time? Yeah. So let's see this London bias here. At 3 a.m. your time, the highest point with this one. Right? Three o'clock, 2 o'clock. And the lowest time frame between your was this one. Right?
Yeah.
Right now, I think this was a situation which occurred last time and you're confused about it. Now, this range here, what is this? Before London Open, the last high. As I told you, whenever we are here, right, we have to mark before. This is what Asian close, right? So the last major high before Asian close was this one. So this is overnight high, overnight low range, and the London opens right over here at this point. So what do we see? What kind of structure do we have here? Or do we see the price increases? This can be a JAC. And yes, this JAC is confirmed with this channel. Okay. Now this JAC is confirmed with this channel. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what do we see here? The price is just, what do we see here? This low, and this low. What do we see? What kind of SOT is this? Rounding SOT,
Rounded.
right? Rounding SOT. All right. And then the price after rounding SOT, identifying, we see this as a JAC. This one, identifying this as a JAC. So obviously, this JAC we did not retrace, and then this becomes a huge one, right? So we make a line right over here, this one, this JAC completion line. Okay. And now if you go to the 3-minute time frame, right at the London Open, you know that we will find an entry right over here. Got it? The structure. Okay. And go up. This is a 15-minute time frame. Let's see on a 3-minute time frame on this one here. Okay. Now this one is JAC, right? Now what happens? Now London Open right over here. Okay. The price came back and tested this in the region of overnight high. Okay. Overnight high. Okay. Wait, hold on. So once the price tests this region of overnight high, okay, we have a we have a consecutive highs here, okay, and then the London opens right over here, okay. So what do we see here by the structure wise? Okay, we can take our trade. Did you get it?
Yeah.
The price forms what? Wait, hold on. Yes. Hello. Yeah. There.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. All right. So we have this kind of structure here, right? And then what do we see here? All right. At the overnight low, every bearish was clear, right? The bias was already very clear. All right. And then we see this kind of the price tested this region. Okay. We have this kind of region here. Okay. It was very clear what should you do where the London Open. Right. Okay. And the price went up. So this is how our first trade would work out. Okay. And then I think you took this trade, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all right. Yes. Whole range is reaccumulation. So you see, you would take this trade, but like many times you will see that the price is just rotating here and there. So what would you do? You have to wait for this trade. Okay. The second time when we see this as a higher low, okay, higher low, and then we draw this line, okay. We could also wait for the price to come back and test this region. But as you know here, what the price is doing, when you miss this low as well and made a third low, this was very clear that what you should be doing over this point. Okay. Got it? This whole structure. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 15 minute, and then where should it so? See here. This high volume here. At this one. How would you consider it? Whether it's selling climax, buying climax, what would you do? Highest point here, 3 a.m. This is the highest point. Okay. The lowest point right over here. And what do we see? The price breaks through this on a higher volume. Got it? And then do we have this kind of any kind of this one? We have a high volume here. We have a high volume here. You can see multiple news. Okay. All right. We don't have this one. Yeah. SOT is right over here, right? Not in between. Okay. And now what do we have? There is no buying climax, right? And what do we see here? Huge volume to the downside here, this side here. The price makes what? Low. And then what we have, jump across the creek. All right. And then the price opens right over here at this point. 3 minute. Okay. JAC, right? After JAC, what do we have? Increasing volume, right? We have JAC. As I told you, after JAC, what do we have? What we will have?
Volume.
Yeah.
Accumulation.
Redistribution. Sorry, reaccumulation. We have a spring point here. And then after spring point, what happened? The price went up, tested this region. Right here. Make sense?
Yeah.
So if this is again what it is, jump across the creek, increasing volume. And then after jump across the creek, we have a reaccumulation here again. We have what here? Test here, but the London opens right away. So London opens at the test of this reaccumulation, plus it also is last point of support of this one. Okay. Or what to say? JAC and last point of support. Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay. And then finally, because we have this long-term line in place for SOT, okay, the SOT was finally completed right over here when we have the third touch here. And this is the point where the price actually reversed down. Got it? Test of this one reversed down. Last one here. This one. What happens here? Yeah, this one here. Here's the lowest point for the overnight range, this one. All right. And the highest point, 14. So the highest point should be this one. Okay. So what do we see here? Of course, selling climax, upward volume, the price crosses up to the upside here. Okay, we see on a 5-minute time frame whether we can see any JAC or something like that. See the structure. Got it? If there's a JAC, it will give you a clear move to the upside. So here our attempt or the JAC failed. Here we have the JAC. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, we have the JAC. As I told you, what happens when we have the JAC? The price will come back, test this region. Okay. All right, test this region. And where does the London open? At this point. And we are breaking through this again, this line, right? We are again breaking through this line. So yes, you can take your trade with a very small stop loss right over here with last low and go to the upside here. Or you can wait for the retest as well of this point. Come back and retest of this point. Got it? JAC, we come back and retest this point. Okay. This is right over, testing this region here. After no result here, testing here, went up. Okay. The London opens right over here. At this point, we have no choice here. We can just take a trade here and just put a stop loss and let the trade run. So this is 1.87, but of course you will target the 2R. So here is the point where you will little bit shake out, but like once you have a JAC, you are confirmed that this JAC has been confirmed. You don't need to worry about it. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah. Now what happened? This one here, this comes after clearing the JAC line. So that's okay. That's fine. The price will come back and retest, and then the reaccumulation will form, and then again. Okay. But how about this one? If we see this as a JAC, okay, what happens? See, there's a difference between this one and this one. Now we are on a JAC line. The price clears it with a clear JAC, and then this thing comes up. Here, what happens here? The price cleared JAC, no high volume here, a high volume observed. Now this becomes upthrust. Got it?
Yeah.
There's a
Was in
difference. There's a difference between this one and this one. See, this one and this one. Got it? We have a high volume here. Yes, we have a high volume here. Increasing volume here. We have increasing volume here, increasing volume here, increasing volume here. We have increasing volume here. But this one here, we have a low volume here, not much increase, and then we increase volume. Okay. And then what do we see here? This becomes upthrust. And once this becomes upthrust here, obviously the price will normally fade for the short term, only. Got it? Because the major bias is bullish. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah. Now draw this structure. The price again become the price comes at this reference point. What happens? Again, after no result, huge. Okay, we have this kind of little spring here, and the price went up. And then what happens again? As we clear this region, we again form what? Spring, after spring, price went up. Again, we clear this region on an increasing volume. Okay, JAC, the price comes down. Straight away, the price comes down. Okay, we form this channel as well. We have a mini oversold, plus we also have a last round support of this one. Went up. Got it? And then finally, of course, okay, when we have this one completed here, all right, we can form a line here. I think when we form a line, the line on a 15-minute time frame, we finally got this one here, right? Okay, and then when this line up, when we have a huge one, okay, and if you want to just see this as a trade here, the price is moving up. Okay, JAC, I just draw this only two line here, the last latest swing point here. We'll observe that it was what? Overbought, huge volume, sudden increase in volume. And then this overbought becomes what? The price is clearing it, and then it closes on the midway. Okay, so this cannot be, this becomes overbought. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah. And what happens here? the price just breaks through it, and then this becomes JAC here. The JAC formed here on a huge volume, increasing volume. Can you see JAC formed here? And this one,
Yeah.
we have increased volume, it comes after JAC. So that's okay. That will not
That's
make a much
FTI, right?
difference. Yeah, yeah. So this becomes FTI and redistribution. Got it? The price went down. Okay. And now that's it. Now again, you can see on a 5-minute time frame how the price is rotating. Now here, let's suppose we have this range here. What do we have here? Range here. Okay, VCP pattern. Okay, and then we have this range here as well. The price went up. Huge volume to the upside. Okay, a very huge range. Okay, so you would say, yeah, this is a JAC, yes, but we are expecting the price at least come down over here, right? We have this oversold, and then what happens? This JAC, okay, the testing occurs right over here, right? Of the JAC, because this becomes swing high, this becomes reaccumulation, right? So we want the price to make an upthrust here. The price make an upthrust, test here, the price went up, right? But here what happens? The price clears. The price clears this region, okay? And after the price clears the region, we have an upward versus no result. This cannot be JAC because the price reversed here, this becomes upthrust. Got it? And then once we test the upthrust, we went down. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what you have to understand, how the price is clearing this region. Now here, if you see this point here, what the price is doing, is it clearing to the downside on a huge volume, decreasing volume? What do we see here? Okay, the price is on a decreasing volume, all right? And then suddenly the price increased on an increasing volume. Got it? So it means that, yeah, there was a small shift in momentum, but later on, this becomes JAC. Got it? And price went down.
FTI, is it?
Yeah, FTI. Okay. Do you understand how to read JAC? And how to understand
Yes.
it? For example, this one here, what happens here? Now, the rather than price just went up, very huge volume, yes, qualifies as a JAC. But what happened? There is no effort. See, volume increases and spread also increases. And then after that, what happens? The price reverses. So this cannot be JAC. Understand? The whole bias is changed now. And you see what happens when JAC fails, it becomes what? Redistribution. Can you see?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the same case will apply to this one. Now, if you just draw this line here as well, let's suppose this. Okay, we have this range here. What happens here? Increasing volume. Yes, we do have increasing volume here. Okay, we have an increasing volume here, and the price makes this volume as well. Okay, we have a clear downtrend here. Got it? And now see here, once we broke this high, what happens? Volume does not increase here. Okay, volume does not increase here, but as we go up here, okay, the volume picks up again. So you see, so this actually what we have here. You draw like this. We have a small volume, but when the volume picks up here, what are you seeing? Effort versus no result bar, right? And then fail. You see, and this will not work. Got it? And now, once we have this range here, let's suppose, okay, the price worked where? The price you know why you would not take this trade right over here? Okay, we cannot take this trade right over here. We do not have any kind of this one, right? And then we have this one, the price shifted up, makes a what? What does it make? 2-bar top reversal, we shift it up, and then we wait for the test here. This one test here, this one test here. Both are all right to take the position to the upside. Now what happens here? Now we wait for this cycle here. What happens? What do we see here? The price went up. Yes, volume also increased, but what happens here? Got it? Hello, got it?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I think it's enough for today. All right. I will send you the video and then we will continue tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.